Good day, everyone. Today, we embark on a new journey to explore another gem of Dutch history. The sky is lightly overcast, a gentle breeze passes by, and the early tones of autumn subtly enrich the scenery. Our destination today is Wijk by Duurstede, a town steeped in history. Forgive me if I stumble on the pronunciation. But before unfolding its tale, let's enjoy the road ahead. And, of course, a warm cup of coffee to begin with. The story of the town begins in Roman times, when the area served as a frontier zone of the Roman Empire. The Romans established a castellum near the modern town, taking advantage of the strategic river junction that controlled access to the Rhine delta. This fortification was part of the limes, the defensive boundary that separated the civilized Roman world from the Germanic tribes beyond. However, it was in the early medieval period that the settlement truly came into its own. By the 7th century, a thriving trading center known as Dorestad had emerged on this site, growing to become one of the most important commercial hubs in northwestern Europe. Under Frankish rule, Dorestad flourished as a nexus of international trade, where goods from the Mediterranean world, the British Isles, Scandinavia, and the Frankish heartlands changed hands. Archaeological excavations have revealed an extensive settlement with wooden quays, warehouses, and workshops stretching along the river bank, evidence of a sophisticated urban economy. Dorestad's prosperity, unfortunately, made it an irresistible target. Beginning in 834, Viking raiders descended upon the town in a series of devastating attacks that would continue for decades. The Vikings, arriving in their longships via the river networks that had once brought prosperity, plundered the town's wealth and disrupted the trade routes that sustained it. The repeated assaults took a catastrophic toll. By the late 9th century, Dorestad had effectively ceased to exist as a major trading center. The combination of Viking depredations and significant changes in the course of the Rhine River, which shifted its main channel away from the settlement, sealed the town's fate. The once thriving emporium was abandoned, and the focus of regional trade shifted northward to settlements like Utrecht and Deventer. From the ashes of Dorestad, a new settlement eventually arose, though it would never reclaim the international importance of its predecessor. By the 11th century, a community had re-established itself on the site, and in the 13th century, it received city rights under the name Wijk Bij. The construction of Duurstede Castle in the late Middle Ages symbolized the town's renewed significance, albeit on a more modest scale. Today, the town is a pleasant residential area of approximately 24,000 inhabitants, its peaceful streets giving little indication of its tumultuous past. The castle still stands, now housing a museum and serving as a reminder of medieval power. Archaeological work continues to uncover evidence of the vanished Dorestad beneath the modern landscape, revealing pottery, coins, and structural remains that testify to the settlement's former glory. The town's historical trajectory encapsulates broader themes in European history, the importance of geography and trade routes in determining urban prosperity. The town serves as a reminder that historical importance is not permanent and that the great centers of one age may become the quiet backwaters of another. Yet, in its very quietude, the town preserves layers of history that continue to fascinate historians and archaeologists, offering glimpses into the vibrant, violent, and ever-changing world of early medieval Europe. I hope you enjoyed this episode. See you on the next ride, where we'll uncover another Dutch gem. Until then, take care and goodbye.